My beloved child, pause for a moment, just a moment, and let your spirit rest. Close your eyes and imagine this truth: my arms are already wrapped around you. I know you've been holding on, silently, through tears no one else sees. You've carried burdens that left you weary. But now, I want you to let go. You were never meant to walk through this life alone. From the beginning, I have been beside you. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am with you, closer than your next breath. Let this be the moment where your soul exhales and surrenders. Rest in me. Feel the weight fall from your shoulders as my love surrounds you like a gentle embrace. I am not ashamed of your scars. I'm not waiting for perfection. You don't need to earn my presence, I am already here. My love is not based on performance, it is rooted in my eternal promise. Even in your failures, I remain faithful. You are precious to me. Every tear, every whispered prayer in the dark, I've seen it all, and I've never turned away. I'm not just the God of your mountaintop moments, but also the God of your silent nights. I know the storm you're facing, but I also know the strength I've placed inside of you. That strength comes from me. You've been trying to hold everything together. But child, I'm the one who holds you. Make room in your day for me. Just a few quiet moments in my presence will give you clarity, strength, and peace. Let this be our sacred time, yours and mine, where I remind you of who you are, chosen, cherished, never forsaken. In the stillness, you will hear my voice, soft, yet steady. It will silence fear and awaken your courage. And when you walk away from these moments with me, you will carry peace that the world cannot take away. Your past does not define you. Your wounds will not win. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are mine. Lift your head, beloved. The battle is not over. I am still writing your story. And this chapter, it is full of grace, full of healing, full of new beginnings. Keep walking with me. I will never let you go. So now, as you breathe slower and deeper in my embrace, let the noise fade. In this quiet space, I want to remind you, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. And you are certainly not disqualified. You are exactly where I can shape you best. I see how you long for answers, for things to make sense again. You've questioned whether you've missed your moment, if perhaps my promises were meant for someone else. But I'm telling you, with all the love in my voice, nothing has been lost. Not a moment. Not a tear. Not even your waiting. What felt like delay has been divine preparation. The wounds that still ache within you, I am tending to them. Quietly. Faithfully. Healing doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it's a slow, sacred work I do in the deep places where no one else sees. I know what hurt you. I know the people who should have protected you but didn't. I know the silence you endured when you cried for understanding. And I was there. You've endured storms that tried to drown you. But you're still standing. That alone is a miracle, one you may not even recognize yet. But I see it. Heaven sees it. And because of it, your next chapter is already forming, full of fresh purpose and overflowing with peace. I do not bring chaos. I do not confuse or condemn. I bring clarity. I bring stillness. I bring light into the places that were left dark for too long. Now, I invite you again, walk with me. Not just through your prayers, but through your days. Talk to me when you rise, when you sit down, when you walk along the way. Bring me your laughter, your weariness, your questions. Let your whole life be a conversation with me. I want to be near in your quiet mornings and present in your deepest midnights. You don't have to perform. Just be. Just come. Let the real you meet the real me. Every breath you take is evidence that I'm not finished with you yet. I am building something lasting in you, resilience that is not shaken by disappointment, joy that isn't stolen by circumstances, hope that anchors your soul no matter the season. Others may look at your life and only see fragments. But I see a masterpiece in progress. Don't compare your timeline to theirs. Don't assume their highlight is better than your preparation. I am not asking you to catch up. I'm asking you to trust that I'm taking you exactly where you're meant to go. Even now, as you read this, my spirit surrounds you, restoring, awakening, comforting. The night may have felt long. But morning is breaking. A new day is rising, and it's filled with mercy that was tailor-made just for you. Now that your heart is softer, more open, you're ready to see what I've always seen in you. Not broken. Not overlooked. But beautifully becoming. You've spent too much time believing the lies that pain whispered into your soul. That you are too damaged. Too late. Too small to matter. But those are not my words. They never were. When I look at you, I see strength formed through fire. I see kindness that refused to grow cold. I see a heart that still chooses love, even after betrayal. This, my child, is the kind of beauty that cannot be faked. It is the mark of someone who has walked through darkness and still chose light. You didn't crumble when everything around you did. You stood. Maybe shaking. Maybe tired. But you stood. And that strength, it's not from you alone. It's what I've poured into you day after day, even when you didn't feel it. You are becoming someone new, not someone different, but someone deeper. I'm peeling away every false label, every unfair name spoken over you. You are not what they said. You are not defined by your failures or their judgments. You are defined by my truth, redeemed, cherished, destined. It's okay if you don't fully see it yet. Healing is a process. Identity is revealed over time. But let me tell you this, there is nothing small about the person you are becoming. Inside of you is a well of wisdom drawn from pain transformed into purpose. Inside of you is a resilience that echoes heaven's melody. Inside of you is a capacity to love and lead, to create and comfort, that this world desperately needs. Do not shrink back anymore. The season of hiding is over. It's time to step forward, not in arrogance, but in holy confidence. Not in fear of judgment, but in awareness of calling. You were made to reflect my light in ways only you can. Not by copying others. Not by chasing applause. But by simply being faithful to where I've placed you. Right here. Right now. You don't need to announce yourself. I'll open the right doors. You don't need to prove your worth. I've already declared it. You don't need to compete. I've carved out space for you that no one else can fill. So keep becoming. Let each day be another brushstroke of grace on the canvas of your life. Let each step, even the uncertain ones, move you closer to me, and to the version of yourself that has always existed in my heart. You are not a mistake. You are not falling behind. You are unfolding. And what's being revealed, is glorious. Now that the weight of shame has fallen, and your identity begins to shine through the ashes, it's time to face forward, with confidence, not caution. You've been standing quietly at the edge, waiting for a sign that it's safe to move. You've replayed every worst-case scenario, let fear rehearse the story of failure again and again. But beloved, fear has had the microphone long enough. Now, faith gets to speak. The voice of courage doesn't shout. It whispers, step anyway. Not because everything is certain, but because I am with you. You don't need all the pieces before you act. You don't need perfect conditions to begin. Faith grows strongest in motion. So even if your knees still tremble, walk. Even if your voice shakes, speak. Even if your plans feel fragile, plant the seed anyway. You've been prepared far more than you realize. Every season of silence taught you to listen. Every closed door taught you discernment. Every loss expanded your compassion. You didn't just survive, you grew. Now, your roots go deep enough to carry the future I've written for you. I'm calling you out of the shadows, not for display, but for purpose. I don't need you to be fearless. I only ask you to be willing. Willing to trust again. To risk disappointment. To dream without apologizing for how big your dreams are. To believe that the God who holds the universe is also orchestrating your every step. I know you've been let down before. I know hope has cost you before. But child, this time is different, because this time, you're not walking by sight. You're walking in alignment with me. And where I guide, I also guard. Don't wait for certainty to begin. Obedience opens what overthinking never will. You don't have to see the entire path to take the first step. I'll light the way just enough for your next move. And every time you follow, light grows brighter. This is how mountains move, not all at once, but rock by rock. This is how testimonies are born, not in the absence of fear, but in the presence of unshakable trust. Your life is not meant to be a monument to self-preservation. It is a living story of bold surrender. So go ahead, apply. Speak. Build. Sing. Pray. Write. Begin. Whatever I've whispered to your spirit in the quiet, now is the time to answer. Not because you feel ready, but because I said you are. Courage doesn't always look like roaring. Sometimes it looks like a simple yes, offered with open hands and trembling faith. You're not walking into battle alone. Heaven moves with you. So let the fear fall silent. Let the doubt scatter. Let the past stay where it belongs, behind you. Your future begins on the other side of this step. And I'll be there, as I always have been, waiting, not with judgment, but with joy. You've stepped forward. You've said yes. You've dared to believe again. Now, rest. Not because the journey is over, but because you were never meant to carry it alone. Faith doesn't always look like movement. Sometimes, it's the stillness of soul that trusts enough to pause. You've carried the weight of expectations, some placed by others, some borne in silence. You've tried to hold it all together, afraid that letting go would mean falling apart. But the truth is, your strength was never meant to replace mine. Let me take the heaviness from your hands. Let me be the one who sustains your steps when your feet grow tired. You don't have to be everything to everyone. I never ask that of you. What I do ask is this: sit with me. Not to perform. Not to impress. Just to be. Because your value isn't found in what you accomplish, it's found in who you belong to. This is the kind of rest that renews, not escapes. It's the kind that lifts your head without demanding answers. It's the stillness that doesn't fear silence, because in that quiet, my voice grows clearer. You've proven your willingness. Now let me prove my faithfulness. Lay down your need to control every outcome. Release the inner race to meet invisible deadlines. You are not falling behind, you are exactly where grace is flowing. I'm not in a rush with you. I don't measure your worth by your pace. I delight in your presence, not your performance. So exhale, child. Breathe deeply, not just to survive, but to feel my nearness, to remember that peace is not the absence of struggle, but the presence of me. There will be time to build. Time to go. But this moment? This is holy. This is the sacred pause that carries power. The world will say, keep pushing. I say, come closer. The world will say, hustle harder. I say, let me hold it. You are not lazy for needing rest. You are not weak for needing comfort. You are human, and I designed you to depend on me. Come to the quiet waters. Let my spirit wash over the noise. Let my word steady what the world has shaken. This is how battles are truly won, not always with noise, but with trust. Let my presence become your dwelling place, not your last resort, but your first home. You will rise again, stronger than before, but for now, stay. Let me carry what you cannot. Let me fill what has been emptied. Let me restore what has been stretched thin. Because when you rest in me, you are never falling behind. You are falling into purpose. And from this place of rest, miracles unfold. Now that you've breathed, now that you've let me carry the heaviness, you're ready. Not because everything feels perfect. Not because every question is answered. But because your heart is open. And that, my beloved, is the first sign that your new season is near. This isn't just another chapter, it's a divine unfolding. A time where the seeds planted in hidden soil begin to press through the surface. Quiet roots are now reaching toward light. And I am calling you to prepare. Not with frantic effort. But with intentional expectation. I've gone ahead of you. The path is being cleared. But for you to walk into it fully, your spirit must be aligned, not with fear, but with faith. This is the season to declutter your soul. Release what no longer carries my voice. Let go of what has grown heavy but no longer bears fruit. Not everything can come with you into what I'm building. Even the good things, if not ordained for this moment, can become distractions. So ask me, what needs to stay? What needs to be laid down? Let me reorder your focus. Simplify your heart. I don't want your life to be filled, I want it to be fruitful. And there is a difference. You are not being buried. You are being planted. The waiting you've endured. The quiet you've survived. They were not wasted. They were necessary. Because true transformation takes place beneath the surface, away from applause, hidden from public view. Now, what was once invisible is about to emerge. But don't rush it. Preparation is holy. It's not punishment, it's protection. I'm fortifying your spirit, strengthening your discernment, aligning your desires with mine. What you're stepping into will require maturity, not just excitement. Stewardship, not just opportunity. So take this time seriously. Guard your time with me. Be faithful in the quiet tasks. Trust that I am not only preparing a place for you, but I am preparing you for the place. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. And what's coming will be too weighty for shallow roots. Let me deepen you. Let me renew your dreams, not the ones shaped by pressure or comparison, but the ones I whispered before anyone else had an opinion. Your identity is not found in outcomes, titles, or timelines. It's found in me. And from that place, you will bear fruit that remains. So wake each day with expectancy, not anxiety. Speak life over what's being built. Water the vision with prayer. Stay present. Stay faithful. And celebrate the small signs of growth. Because breakthrough doesn't always arrive with fireworks, sometimes it shows up in the quiet shift of peace. In the restored rhythm of hope. In the clear yes that follows months of silence. This new season. It's already beginning. So keep your eyes lifted. Keep your hands open. And keep your heart anchored in truth. The door I'm opening, no one can close.